Welcome to the Dugout. I'm your host, Joseph Silva. On today's episode, I explain why the baseball community has been in collective mourning for the past week. I give you a little hipster series to watch this week, and I try my best not to piss off my producer talking about Dodgers Braves. But before we get started, go ahead and leave a like if you're enjoying the content. Subscribe to Playbook Sports. With the NBA playoffs second round just starting, I definitely wouldn't want to miss an episode of You Know Ball, and you shouldn't either. And with that, we begin with the Reds Padres series. The Padres took this one 2-1, and the star of the show for San Diego was the pitching. In game one, Matt Waldron went 6 strong, gave up 6 hits, 4 earned, no walks, 4 strikeouts, and 1 home run allowed. Darvish was fantastic in game two. Only went 5 innings, but gave up 3 hits, no earned, no walks, 3 strikeouts. And Joe Musgrove maybe turning things around. He went 6 solid innings, 4 hits, 2 earned, no walk, and 9 strikeouts. And the big thing with Musgrove and his struggles this year has been the fastball command. It's been over the heart of the plate, which is the worst place to throw your fastball. And on top of that, too, is there's less deviation from expected, i.e., hitters expect the fastball to go this way, but it goes this way. Their off-balance timing's off. Not great. But they expect it to go this way, and it's going this way. All of a sudden, your fastball is a lot more hittable, a lot juicier, and that's been the issue. Is he's lost a lot of deviation this year compared to last. And that's why he's getting hit a lot harder, combined with the poor location. Offensively, Jurickson Profar has been galvanized by the infamous "some guy" comment from Will Smith, as he's been on fire, and especially so in this series. 667 average, a home run, 3 RBIs for a 1667 OPS. Phenomenal. He's lived up to that top prospect he was supposed to be in 2012. He's shown everything and been a great bat at the top of the lineup. He's setting the table for Tatis, and Tatis has been cashing him in all year long. Manny Machado continues his struggles. 231 average, 4 RBIs, 3 strikeouts, 539 OPS. And by struggles, yes, Machado still has a 104 OPS plus on the year. He, by definition, has been an above-average hitter. But you're not paying him $300 million to be 4 points above average. You're looking for 2021 Machado. You're looking for 2022 Machado. You're looking for that man, and he's not shown up at all this season. And the big thing is his walk rate has been falling for the past 3 years now. And yes, he's barreling up the ball more, but it's at the cost of solid contact. He's not making that solid contact year in and year out that we expect from him. And on top of that, too, his ground ball rate's up over the past 3 years. The slider's given him more trouble. That's one of those pitches since the pandemic. He's just been crushing year over year, and he's just not done it this year. He's got to make the adjustment back because the $300 million man himself, Johnny Hustle, is hustling his way straight out of San Diego. For the Reds, the pitching, phenomenal this series, at least the rotation. Nick Lodolo, 7 innings pitched, 1 hit, 1 earned, 2 walks, 11 strikeouts, and only gave up the 1 home run. He's been phenomenal, and he's doing it by defying the constant logic you see. Like if you listen to any Tyler Glasnow start, you know the conventional logic. A fastball will go up, curveball go down. But as a lefty, he throws a glove side fastball and then brings the curveball low and into righties and away from lefties. And it's effective because he doesn't have that classic 12-6 looping curveball that a lot of pitchers do. His curveball breaks more side to side, and it's got a lot of horizontal breaks. So if you look at a lot of his starts, the righties especially look off balance when that curveball comes in low and away because you have to respect a 95-mile-an-hour fastball away. He throws you that curveball. Very little you can do about it. Lodolo has lived up to the hype this season. In the second game, Nick Martinez went 5 innings, 6 hits, 3 earned, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. Overall, nothing spectacular from him, but 5 strong innings is always going to be appreciated in today's game. And in the finale, Graham Ashcroft did as much as he could. He went 6 strong, gave up 5 hits, no earned, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. Ashcroft, again, one of those young Reds pitchers they needed to take a leap this year, has done so and looked fantastic. Offensively, this team begins and ends with one man, Eli De La Cruz. Phenomenal season from him. He hit 273 with the 1 home run, Struck out 4 times, though, but a 970 OPS, always plays. Ellie De La Cruz. It was a big thing. Does he boom or bust this year? He has all the tools in the world to boom, and he's done just that. He's walking more, striking out less as compared to last year. The strikeout rate, 30%, is still not great, but you will take that for the kind of production De La Cruz has in the power speed department. His barrel rate has doubled compared to last year. And what's feeling this improvement a lot is 2 things. One is he is not striking out as much on the fastball, an 11% whiff rate drop. He's making more contact, and that's what you were seeing last year after that electric start, is the fastball was giving him so much trouble. Even in that Phillies series we talked about a couple of weeks ago too, is he could not touch the fastball of those Philly starters. He's figured it out since. Looked great. And the biggest thing is he's improving his swing percentage at the meatballs over the heart of the plate. And that's been big because last year he only swung at like 60% of them. And that's not what you want to see. Those are the best pitches to hit in baseball. He's increased that by 13% and has absolutely been fantastic. His run value way, way up in that part of the zone. Let's see if he keeps it up because he is so much fun to watch. Last year's this offseason's big signing, Heimer Candelario, he was great in this series. Hit 455, home run, 2 RBIs, 1273 OPS. With a lot of the injuries in the middle infield this year, Heimer Candelario went from being an excess good to an absolute necessity. He's not been that same Heimer that they had last year, or he was last year, but he's been great for them, filling in the holes. And Will Benson, the new leadoff hitter, not the best series, but did what he needed to do. Hit 250, 2 doubles, stolen base, 4 strikeouts, 667 OPS. You know, with the struggles of Jonathan India and a lot of these big bats in the Reds lineup, is someone had to step up and be that leadoff guy, set the table for De La Cruz and Steer. Benson has done that well enough. He needs to be better at it, but still, he's doing what he can to try and carry this Reds offense. So overall, the Reds pitching was supposed to be the problem this year. They've been about league average, which is not what you want, but a league average pitching staff and a great offense is what was supposed to carry this team, but the offense has struggled. You know, it's just been De La Cruz and Steer. Everyone else needs to step up. They're looking for TJ Friedel to come back from the IL. Matt McClain hopefully comes back this year, and we're waiting for Noel V. Marte about his suspension because, quite frankly, they need all the help they can do offensively. For the Padres, big win. These are 2 of the tier 2 teams in the National League, so you're really looking at these teams to beat each other if they want to compete for the 3rd wild card later on in the season, and they did just that. But they need more offensive consistency from the big 3. As we talked about, you know, Machado was okay, wasn't great this year. Tatis has had a solid season, even if he did struggle in this series. And Xander Bogaerts has been rough to watch. Not what you want to see out of him, and he's got to turn things around offensively because we don't know how long Profar is going to keep this up. We don't know if Joe Musgrove is going to take the step and turn his season around. So really, these 3 are getting paid to carry the offense. They should be carrying the offense. But regardless, a huge series win for the Padres, which takes us to our second series, Twins and Red Sox. The Twins came in on a 10-game winning streak, extended that to 11, but lost the finale to take the series 2-1. And the pitching for them in this series was great. Chris Paddock, 6 strong, 2 hits, no earned, a walk, 6 strikeouts. Great start from him. Pablo Lopez, a nice start from him. 6 innings pitched, 5 hits, 1 earned, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts. He's returning to that Pablo Lopez that was part of the most famous win-win trade of the past few years. He's looking good. He's striking more dudes out. Good season from him. And the man himself, Joe Ryan, had a decent start. 6 innings pitched, 4 hits, 3 earned, a walk, 5 strikeouts, and a home run. He was my dark horse to compete for the AL Cy Young, and he has looked good this year. And what he's done is he's cut his walk rate, which was already low, and he's brought it down even lower, surprisingly enough. So the command, fantastic. He's got the stuff to attack the hitters, and he knows it. Pound in the zone phenomenally. And a big thing for him this year is he is getting a lot more ground balls last year, and what you kind of look for pitching these days is keep the ball in the infield or strike dudes out. He's doing both. And the big thing why he's getting more ground balls is the fastball has a little bit more rise compared to last year. So it was about here, now it's a little bit here. And that doesn't look like a lot, but the baseball in the game of millimeters and inches throws off hitters ever so slightly, and that's been big. Now, hitting-wise, offense has been great this entire streak, and the numbers I'm not going to say aren't the best, but these three men have really been the catalyst for the Twins' hot streak. Edouard Julien, he only hit 142 in the series with 2 RBIs. He did walk 3 times, 572 OPS, and he's been up and down in the lineup. He's either hitting 2 or 9, but he's been a great hitter. He's been someone who's flown under the radar these past 2 seasons because he doesn't do much. He's not a flashy guy, but he takes his walks, he hits, and as they say in Moneyball, he gets on base. And you just need guys who can get on base. Carlos Correa, 222 average, 2 RBIs, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, 585 OPS. He's not been the same Carlos Correa. It's been fun for me, but it's been heartbreaking for Twins fans. It's been heartbreaking for Astros fans. He's a man with tons of aura and is great for the league as a villain, but he's just not been playing well at all. And again, you're looking at that ankle as a ticking time bomb too. Correa really needs to turn things around. And Jose Miranda, 200 average, 1 run scored, 427 OPS. But Miranda, similar to Julian, just great bat-to-ball guy, doing what he can in this Twins lineup, especially with Byron Buxton going down. You really need someone to step up here, and these 3 have really been the guys who stepped up. For the Red Sox, you know about the pitching staff, and the pitching staff did their best in the series. In Game 1, Tanner Houck, 6 innings, 6 hits, 3 earned, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. Not what you've come to expect from him this season, but again, a quality start nonetheless. That's all you can really ask for in your rotation. His numbers at the beginning of the year, much like a lot of hot streaks at the beginning of the year, were unsustainable. But this is sustainable, and there leaves room for improvement too. So great start for him. Game 2 was a bullpen game, so we'll go over that in the bullpen numbers. And Cooper Criswell did not have the best stuff. He only went 4 1/3 in the finale, gave up 5 hits, an earned run, a walk, 5 strikeouts. But the bullpen was the star of the show for Boston. They pitched 15 2/3 innings, 2.30 ERA, 1.21 WHIP, and a 6.9 strikeouts per 9. The bullpen has been the perfect complement to this rotation because the rotation has been getting a lot of love, and rightfully so. But the bullpen has come in and done their job as well. Fantastic pitching for the Red Sox, but the offense is what's held this team back this season. Rafael Devers has gotten things going, and this series, 333 average, 2 runs scored, a home run, 4 RBIs, 750 slugging, and an 1134 OPS. He's heating up again, and that's great to see because Rafi is so much fun and the most instrumental part of this Red Sox lineup. As he goes, the team goes. He's going great. The team's starting to go great too. Tyler O'Neill only hit 200, but he did get 2 doubles scored on both of them and a 600 OPS with 6 strikeouts. It looks unsustainable, like 9 home runs being in the same breath as names like Shohei Ohtani, Mike Trout, Gunnar Henderson, and Marcell Ozuna. Tyler O'Neill has always been the odd man out, and I've not been a believer in it, but he has been great this year. Not great this series. Let's see if he keeps it up. And Jalen Duran set the table nicely for everyone else at the top of the lineup. He hit 273 in this series. 2 runs scored, a double, a triple, 785 OPS. He's been solid. Again, you need just solid guys, especially at the top of your lineup, to set the tables for Devers and O'Neill and Yoshida when he comes back, Casas when he comes back. He's been the guy to do it this year for the Red Sox, and he's got to continue to be the guy to do that if they need this offense to step up. But overall, like the Twins, as we said before, elite offense, solid pitching during this win streak. And this is kind of the formula they need because the AL Central has been a lot more competitive than we thought going into the year. So they really have to step it up, and every game does count in this division, as it does for every division, but especially in the Central. They need their stars to show up because they're down Buxton, they're down Royce Lewis. Like everyone's got to step up, waiting for these 2 men to come back. Pitching's been great. Let's see if they can hold up and keep and build off this hot streak. For the Red Sox, the rotation in the bullpen have been great. You're just looking again at that offense. Devers has gotten things going. O'Neill has had a great start to the year. Now you're looking at Jaron Duran. You're looking at Reese McGuire and Connor Wong to be guys to contribute to this lineup, because you can allow two, but if you only score one, you're not winning the games here. And that's kind of been the struggles for the Red Sox, and they are in the most competitive division in baseball. But for the series everyone was looking forward to this week, Dodgers and Braves, they played one great game, one blowout, and one game that was tight but wasn't competitive. Dodgers sweep the series, and a huge statement from them. But the Braves did put up a solid fight in game one. Charlie Morton, he went 6 innings, gave up 5 hits, 2 earned, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts, 1 home run. Continues to torment the Dodgers ever since 2017. Morton was fantastic, but you cannot say the same about Bryce Elder. He went 3 1/3, gave up 7 hits, 7 earned, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts, 3 home runs. A pitch-to-contact guy against one of the best lineups in baseball. That's what you get. Max Fried, 7 innings pitched, 4 hits, 4 earned, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts, 2 home runs. Don't let the earned runs fool you. Fried was dominant in the start. Just made 2 mistake pitches, a hanging curveball to Shohei Ohtani and a fastball in to Teoscar. That was the difference in the game, as those two do not miss those pitches. And the bullpen was inconsistent in the series. They went 10 innings pitched, 4.5 ERA, 1.8 WHIP, 6.3 Ks per 9. Was not the best showing from this bullpen, and a bullpen that really has been inconsistent this year too for Atlanta. Definitely been their Achilles heel. But Ronald Acuna Jr., he struggled to start the year, but he loves playing the Dodgers and loves owning them at Dodger Stadium. He hit .417, 2 runs scored, a home run, an RBI, 12-12 OPS. He flashed that MVP Acuna, and he picked up from when he left off in the last series against the Dodgers. He just relishes being the villain at Dodger Stadium, and proves so why in this series. Austin Riley looks to start turning things around. A .250 average with a home run and 2 RBIs. Not necessarily the best, but an .808 OPS. He's taken his walks. He's got his approach back at the plate. He was not great going in this series, and wasn't expected to have a great series by any means. But this could be the start of the turnaround for Austin Riley. But this was not the start of Matt Olson's turnaround. Only 1 hit in the finale. He had 2 walks, .350 OPS. Absolutely rough for him to see. It was not sustainable to hit close to 300 with 50 home runs last year, but you still were not expecting this Matt Olson and all these struggles. He's got a big looping swing, and when it works, it's beautiful and it generates so much power, but it also has a massive hole and a massive timing issue when things aren't right, and you see when things aren't right, it's hard for him to watch. For the Dodgers, the pitching was phenomenal. Gavin Stone, 6 innings pitched, 5 hits, 1 earned, a walk, 5 strikeouts, and the home run he gave up. He's turned things around. Tyler Glasnow, the NL Cy Young favorite, great. 7 innings pitched, 5 hits, 2 earned, a walk, 10 strikeouts. Again, as I said earlier, fastball will go up, curveball will go down. As simple as that is, you can't touch it. He's been phenomenal. The slider is great. He is locked in this year, worth every penny they paid for him. And James Paxton in the finale has overcome his command issues, at least for the one start, because he went 6 2/3, gave up 5 hits, an earned run, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. He's had a walk problem this year, only 2 walks. Still not the best, but hey, compared to what he's been doing this year, we will take it. And the bullpen, electric and lights out. 9 1/3 innings pitched, ERA under 1, .32 WHIP, 8.7 Ks per 9. Every arm in the bullpen stepped up, whether in the extra innings classic or the blowout or this last game. Everyone did their job. Everyone came out to play, and you'd love to see it. Offensively, Andy Pages continues his incredible start to the year. .429 average, 2 runs scored, a home run, 2 RBIs, and an OPS of 1,000. Easily the breakout star of this Dodgers team. He came in and has fixed the outfield problems they've had and the bottom lineup problems they had. Yes, he has not walked since he's come up at all, and he's been chasing a lot. But if he continues to make contact, you don't really care. I'd love to see the patience approach come eventually, but with a start like this, can't complain too much. Teoscar Hernandez had 2 home runs in this series. He hit .230, drove in 3 for a .978 OPS. That 1-year deal looking great. He's going to get paid if he keeps it up this season because he's been hitting everything hard. And he's been taking advantage of the fact that you don't want to pitch to the big three, then you don't want to pitch to Will Smith, then you don't want to pitch to Max Muncy. Well, fuck it, I got to pitch to somebody, so it's Teoscar. So he's been taking advantage of that. But the man himself came to play. Shohei Ohtani went nuclear, Super Saiyan, whatever adjective you want to use to describe him. He was that and then some this series. He hit 750, scored 5 runs, hit 3 home runs, 6 RBIs, 2131 OPS. Because everyone's been saying, what would Shohei Ohtani do if he just focused on hitting? Well, he'd be the best goddamn hitter in baseball, apparently. He's worth every penny. He's must-watch television. There's nothing I can say about Shohei Ohtani that has not already been said. But I will say one thing, is he is much more agile than you would think. Because I was telling this to my dad yesterday, like how he generates his swing, is he twists his bottom half this way and his upper half this way, and then twists them in the opposite direction on the swing and generates so much power that way. I was trying to demonstrate it to him, and I physically could not move my body in the way Shohei is. Phenomenal stuff. Best athlete in the world. So much fun to watch. If you have a chance to watch Ohtani, run, don't walk. Incredible. But overall, the Dodgers dominant in the series. They have become the juggernaut they were expected to be. The pitching, phenomenal. Hitting, phenomenal. Betts didn't have the best series. Didn't matter. Freeman had a solid series. Great. You didn't do much because everyone else was doing everything for you. They are the favorites in the National League and the baseball for a reason, and they proved why they were the best team. But this does not discount the Braves at all. They had a great series. Their defense was great aside from the missed dive by Michael Harris in extra innings of Game 1. Dive for the ball, man. I'm a Dodgers fan, and I was yelling at you to dive at that one. But Acuna is heating up. The pitching, aside from Bryce Elder, is starting to get things going. Fried, again, don't look at the numbers. It was 2 bad pitches. He's starting to figure things out. He's stepping up to be the ace because Spencer Strider, as we all know, went down, and Fried is coming in, and he's filling the void. Braves are a solid number 2. They're going to be a solid number 2. It's a hiccup in the road. We will see when they play in Atlanta in a few months what this Braves team does to adjust. And, of course, the regular season doesn't matter. It's what happens in the NLCS in October that truly does. But for the news, something interesting happened. We got a rare May passing bomb as Luis Arraez got traded from the Marlins to the Padres. In exchange, the Marlins received Dylan Head, who is now their number 5 prospect, Jacob Marcy, who is now their number 10 prospect, Nathan Marotella, who is now their number 11 prospect. And let's all be mature about this, guys. They got reliever Woo Suk Go in the deal as well. And on the Marlins side, it's a good trade. You know, they're filling up the farm system. But I don't like it because this team is a team that made the playoffs last year. They needed to add bats. They needed, most importantly, to keep Kim Nee. And Kim Nee did not stay. They got rid of her, which is unfortunate. She did so much phenomenal work. And she really showed that, no, she didn't get hired to be the first woman executive. No, she got hired because she's damn good at her job. And they're blowing it up again. I don't know why they keep doing this. You want the team to succeed? Put your stars in there. People were getting attached to Luis Arraez for a reason, and you traded him. I don't care how good Head's going to be or Marcy's going to be. You need guys who are going to step up now. Don't kick the can down the road because you keep kicking the can down the road. And then for the Padres, this trade's even more confusing for me because they need a little more power in the lineup. And Luis Arraez is not a power hitter. He is a very good contact hitter. He has the best bat-to-ball skills of anyone in the league. But the discourse you see online, oh, he's the next Tony Gwynn. Oh, he's so great. The way you talk about him, he's not. He is a good hitter, but he sucks defensively. Where is he going to play? Cronenworth's at first. Arraez could play second, but then Kim would play short, which means Bogarts goes to third, or does he DH? A very confusing move. I see a lot of people saying it's that Adam Frazier trade all over again. I don't agree because Arraez has better bat-to-ball skills than Frazier ever did. But a confusing trade, even if he got 4 hits in his first game as a Padre, I still don't like it. Preller making moves just for the sake of it. But the big one, Mike Trout tore his meniscus, hit the IL because of it, had surgery, went well. He posted on his X account. Went well. He's hoping for a speedy recovery. Timetable is anywhere between 6 to 12 weeks. And it just sucks to see because we all know the meme of like free Mike Trout, free Mike Trout. He's only played in 3 playoff games and had 1 hit in it. But we talk about it this way because we genuinely do love Mike Trout. He, before Shohei Ohtani, was the most incredible talent you've ever seen. You know, he has seasons that most people dream of, like 50 stolen bases, a 40-40 season. Like, he does so much, and they're all different seasons, too. Like, he had a 198 OPS plus, and it took Mookie Betts having the season of the 2010s to beat him out for MVP. That's how incredible he is. And for me, the story that encapsulates Mike Trout the most is I'm at Dodgers Angels 2019 at Angel Stadium. Dylan Flora, our best reliever, comes in to face Trout. Trout struggled against Hyun-Jin Ryu all day. And I just knew it. Everyone in the crowd knew it. Trout was going yard. Trout took the 2-2 pitch, went yard, tied the game. Angels win. You knew it. You expected it because he's that good. Get well, Mike. We really want you back. And for the series to watch this week, I'm going a little bit of a hipster route. I say go watch Royals Brewers. These two teams are 2 teams I've talked about a lot because I like these teams. They're kind of sneaky. The Royals are 20-14, third in the AL Central. As a team, they have a 97 OPS plus, but the pitching's been the star of the with a 120 ERA plus. The Brewers, they're 20-12, they're first in the NL Central. 118 OPS plus, phenomenal offense, solid pitching on a 104 OPS plus. So really unstoppable force, immovable object. Watch this Royals pitching versus this Brewers hitting because it's gonna be a treat. In Game 1, Bryce Wilson goes for the Brewers. He's 2-1 with an ERA of 3, a WHIP of 1, a 7.9 Ks per 9. Great arm that stepped up in a depleted Brewers rotation going into the year. Cole Reagans, he's 2-2, 3.4 ERA, 1.36 WHIP, and 11.3 Ks per 9. He's been one of those breakout starters for the Royals, and their rotation full of breakout starters. Great one. But the pitching matchup to watch is in Game 2 with Colin Ray taking his 3-0 record, 2.67 ERA, 1.22 WHIP, and a 6.1 Ks per 9. He goes for Milwaukee. He faces Le Spinny Curveball Man himself, Seth Lugo. He's 5-1 with a 1.60 ERA, 1.02 WHIP, and 6.2 Ks per 9. Very evenly matched pitching matchup. Fireworks for sure if you love a good pitching duel. And in the finale, journeyman Joe Ross. He's 1-3, 4.65 ERA, 1.55 WHIP, 7.89 Ks per 9. He faces the ace of the staff for the Royals, Brady Singer, who's 2-1 with a 2.45 ERA, WHIP under 1, 9.4 Ks per 9. Singer has lived up to the expectations everyone had for him years ago, and he's showing why right there. The Royals to watch in this series, Vanny Pasquantino. He's hitting 225 with a 106 OPS plus, but he's taking his walks. He's hitting the ball hard. Pasquantino's been one of those names we've been waiting to break out since 2022. Hopefully he does so here because the 2 men I'm going to talk about here need all the help they can get. Everyone knows about Bobby Witt Jr. He's hitting 313 with 11 stolen bases, 153 OPS plus. Love Bobby Witt Jr. Phenomenal baseball player. He's doing everything he can to carry this offense, and he's getting the help from Salvador Perez. He's hitting 339, 8 home runs, 30 RBIs, 177 OPS plus. He's hitting the ball hard. He's striking out less. He's doing everything that Salvi does, and he's been the star of the show. And this includes a man who was expected to win the MVP this year. On the Brewers end, look out for Rhys Hoskins. He's got a 122 OPS plus. He's got 6 bombs. He's got to fill in that first base hole they desperately had since 2018. Jesus Aguilar could not sustain the production. He's only on a 1-year deal, but he's one of those bats that's got to step up too. But every bat in this lineup's been great, so he doesn't need to step up. He just needs to smash the ball. William Contreras, one of those men fighting to be the best catcher in baseball. His framing's great. His power's great. His bat-to-ball skills are great. 169 OPS plus 339 average. William Contreras, fun man to watch. Absolute steal of that Matt Olson trade. Love to see him. And I'm going to give you a man who is not the best hitter in this lineup, but is one that needs to step up for them to be even more elite. Sal Frelick, he's only got an 88 OPS plus 252 average, no home runs, but he's got to fill in for Christian Yelich. We still don't know when Yelich is coming back, but Yelich was really the heart and soul of this team. He was their number 3 hitter. I don't expect Frelick to be the number 3 hitter, nor should he be, but he just needs to be another bat that just adds length to this lineup. Because as you see with the Dodgers, you have to pitch to someone eventually, and that someone takes advantage of it. So Frelick is going to be the guy they're going to pitch to a lot. Just take advantage of it, man. You're going to be fine. But let me know, what series are you looking forward to? Comment down below. What body part would you donate to Mike Trout to ensure he stays healthy? Let me know in the comments down below. As always, if you enjoyed, go ahead and leave a like. And don't forget, on the way out, play ball.